Hi friends, it was a year ago this week that my grandpa passed away. I made a video last year, right after he died, about how I was having trouble remembering all of the things that I wanted to remember about him, but I've been trying over the past year to remember more, so I wanted to tell you another story. When my grandpa was alive, he and my grandma used to collect these little souvenir spoons, and I think that that's still a thing that you can find if you go into like a touristy part of town into a gift shop. They're like little spoons with the name of the place that you're at on the top. They had spoons from, I think, all 50 states and several foreign countries, from their travels and the travels of all of their 6 kids and their families. I remember when we went on a family trip to Australia, my dad being like, we have to find a spoon for grandma. So it was more my grandma that did the spoon collecting, but they hung in the kitchen on either side of a painting of the Last Supper in 2 beautiful wooden storage racks that my grandpa built. When I was a kid, my brother and I and a couple of my cousins would go stay at my grandma and grandpa's house for a week over the summer, and we would eat canned pears and peaches and climb the tree on the side of the house and build forts in the hedges. But when the boys would be outside trying to catch frogs, I would stand in the kitchen and admire the racks of spoons. I'd look at all the places, count all the ones that I'd been to before, imagine the ones that I'd want to go to in the future. I'd pick out my favorite ones, like the one with the little ice skate charm dangling from the top, or the ones that had pretty designs etched into them. But as I got older, and Grandpa got older, every time I'd visit, he'd start telling me to take them with me. He'd say, we're not gonna be around forever, and you always liked those spoons and you should have them. I didn't listen, of course, because I was a minimalist hipster. Besides, I was moving around a lot and I didn't really know where I would put 2 big racks of decorative souvenir spoons. When he died, I was living in Seattle. My parents called me early in the morning to let me know that he was gone, that he wasn't in pain, that he wouldn't want me to be sad. And I cried that big, ugly, heaving kind of cry because I felt his absence so physically and I wished that I wasn't so far away. I was really lonely in Seattle and I'd been trying to move to New York or DC, but it took me bombing the job interview, understandably, that I had 3 hours after I learned that he died to realize it was time to go home. I moved back to my childhood bedroom a few weeks later, and my parents were out of town for the weekend when I got there, so I went up to my room, I put down my suitcase, and on my bedside table, I saw 2 silver souvenir spoons that my parents had saved for me. And it felt like standing on the linoleum floor in the kitchen and climbing up the step stool to get a better look at the spoons, and Grandpa saying, you should take them with you. We're not always gonna be around. Tell me in comments a story about a person that you love, whether they're still around or otherwise. If you like this video, you can subscribe. You can find me anywhere on the internet at ItsRadishTime. If you wanna support me with your coin, you can do that on Patreon, and I'll see you next week. Bye.